next honored guest I'd like to call upon is Barnabas. He is a veteran of both the Indonesian Navy and the Canadian Army.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Lunar New Year 2575. It's not 2024 because the so-called Lunar New Year started around 300 years before Christ, during the Han Dynasty when it was set up. So all the way to now, it's already 2575. Now, I am one of the more qualified person to talk about the history of Lunar New Year, especially in Indonesia, because I was born way before the Republic of Indonesia was declared as an independent country. I was born when it was a Dutch colony. I am 85 years old. So, going back from the history, that during the occupation, everything went their own way, the government did not interfere. Now, during the Japanese occupation, the Japanese government allowed people of Chinese descent to raise the flag of, at the time, of not the People's Republic of China, but during the Kuomintang period. Interestingly, all the way from when the Chinese moved to Indonesia, the celebration of Lunar New Year went as usual without government interference. Everything was in order. As I mentioned before, that the Lunar New Year has been celebrated for years and years and years. However, during the second reign of Indonesian president, the second president, that was President Soeharto, he banned the celebration of Lunar New Year. I think I better narrow down because in Indonesia there are not too many other nationals celebrating Lunar New Year except the Chinese. As you are aware, Lunar New Year is celebrated by more than the Chinese. It's by the South Koreans, the Vietnamese, the Thais, and all over the world. It's over 1 billion people, and including all the Chinese overseas. Now, President Soeharto, on his second term, he banned the celebration of Chinese New Year in public. The Chinese New Year had to be celebrated privately, within family. Not only that anything to do with the Chinese characters were also banned. So the business stores, magazines, and all banned for 32 years. The fourth president that was mentioned by Taufik earlier, which that was President President Gus Dur, is very popular. He was considered to be the champion of humanists. He was a visionary, and he perceived that there was discrimination against the Chinese. So he declared in his second year that the celebration of Chinese New Year back into public, everything back to as it was. 2 years after that, the fifth president, that was Megawati, made the Chinese New Year a national holiday until today. So now everything is back to where it was. I noticed that Pak Tobing mentioned the Chinese New Year wishes. It was considered to be the right one, because when you said Kung He Mak Choi, and that was Cantonese, it is not Happy New Year. That means wishing you for prosperity and rich. Pak Choi meaning prosperity or rich. The proper one, as Barnabas mentioned, is not Kong He Mak Choi, but Kung Si Sing Nian. Sing Nian is New Year. However, most of the Chinese in Indonesia, they did not say that. I never heard Kong Si Mak Choi until I came to Canada in 1970. We did not hear that. We said in Indonesia mostly, this is Hokkien, it's called Kiong Hi Sin Chun Kiong Hi. So that made you very difficult to memorize all these different words, because that was Hokkien. There's a Mandarin when I said Sin Kung Si Sing Nian, and then the Cantonese Kong He Mak Choi. Where the Cantonese Kong He Mak Choi came from is because this is the influence from the Hong Kong, the Cantonese people who came to Canada. Now, when you also said that most people notice there's a body language, which is the use of hands to give you the Kiong Hi or the Kung Si. If we go into that, it's becoming too complicated. I don't want to go into that because there are a lot of different ways of saying. But basically, for general knowledge, the Lunar or the Chinese New Year, we also use horoscope, zodiac, consists of animals. And each animal zodiac has 5 elements. The most popular one is the dragon. This is the year of the dragon. Unfortunately, this is not the metal or golden dragon. This is the wooden dragon. So, many years ago, I don't remember when, maybe about 12 years ago, during the golden dragon year, there were so many women got pregnant. Everybody wants to get a child with the golden dragon sign. So just to wrap up the story about Chinese New Year, basically, it is a bit too risky when you see an Oriental and say Kong He Mak Choi, because first of all, the person may not be Chinese, and secondly, also some mainland people from Sichuan or from further away from Hong Kong may not use them. So be discreet in saying that. I just want to share an interesting experience today. I went to a mall, and in the food court, I asked for chai. I bought chai. She asked me if I'm a Nepalese from Nepal, a Gurkha. So when you look at people, it's hard to see where, and you said Kong He Mak Choi, the person may not be Chinese, the person may be Korean, maybe Vietnamese, maybe Thai. So to wrap up this session, I just want to share with you that most most Oriental people from Indonesia are of Chinese background, but we did not adopt the Kong Si Mak Choi thing until we are in Canada. It's something that we did not use there. And thank you very much for your time. It's a very simplified, very basic knowledge of Chinese New Year. Thank you.